The theme of today's reading is time. Maybe you feel like you're sinking or like you're trapped to time. But the only thing constant in this world is change. So wherever you're at in life, the theme is time. I know some of y'all don't like to hear that, especially because sometimes we feel like we're running out of time, like we don't have enough time, like we're trying to chase time. You know what I'm saying? There are two perspectives here. Some of y'all know you want to build stability, and you know it'll take time, but that doesn't remove the feeling that you have of feeling trapped to it. Some of y'all are trying to outrun it, and you're kind of wasting your energy. Yeah, you need to defend your mind. Create more peace for yourself, create more joy. I wouldn't even necessarily say joy. Let's go back. Create more peace for yourself, because you are kind of maybe that's why this sand card came up. You are drowning under the weight of your heavy emotions. And the stability, the support you need is only going to come with time. And that's the honest truth. Sometimes the tarot be bold. It's like, dang, that's bold. Yeah. I mean, you're not bound to time and you're not trapped. But the things that you need are things that come with time. And so for those of you that are trying to outrun time or I mean, I don't want to say this in the wrong way. It's yes, you create your reality, but what you're looking for is not normally something that comes fast if you want it to be stable. Like I said, normally, okay? So, this thing that you're trying to rush, that might be why you feel like you're drowning in sand, you know? It's giving I'm also getting quicksand. So you might be uncomfortable, and it may feel like you're drowning faster than you're able to get out of it. The thing with quicksand, you have to have help out of it. Like, I don't think I've seen a video. I don't think I've seen a video of anybody in quicksand that like got out by themselves or without like a harness or, grabbing on to something like that. Like, you have to have something to get you out of there. And so that's what it's giving. You need something to get you out of there. But that is going, like, build it correctly. Build it correctly. Honestly, like, and for some of y'all, this is not gonna apply for everyone, so don't yell at me. Take this as it resonates. Some of y'all actually are about to get pulled out of this quicksand. But it's just on a minor delay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, quick hiccup type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you, like, that drowning feeling, like, you've already been doing this. And so this is more so confirmation. Okay, I've been doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been, doing what I need to pull myself out of this quicksand, create this peace for myself, create this stability, and it's just on delay. And that's it. Oh, now that I say that, yeah, I have the High Priestess reversed. Yeah, High Priestess is when you have to sit and wait on God. Maybe you're having trust issues. Maybe you have trust issues. Okay? And so, when you have trust issues with other people, naturally that can create trust issues with God. It's a similar connection. You know what I'm saying? You should have a close relationship with God, like how you would with like a best friend or, your mom or whoever is like super close to you in your life, like a sister, something like that, sibling, So that way, when you're waiting on God, just like you would wait on that other person to come into your life and like, do whatever they say they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? That you'll have stillness, you'll have that peace in your heart that it's coming. You'll know, you know what I'm saying? Okay, God is dependable. God is reliable. God is trustworthy. God is consistent. God is honest. God is going to come through for me. I just have to be patient and wait in that process, right? And it's easier, I don't even want to say that, but it's true. It's easier said than done, but honestly, like, more than anything, your peace is what's going to put you in this position, right? But that's why it's easier said than done, because, like, holding your peace when you're not used to it is an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you're used to feeding into chaos. So now you're going to get tested when chaos comes into your life. You're going to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I can't react the same way. I can't do the same things I used to do because I have to protect my peace. I have to protect my sanity. You know what I'm saying? I have to get ready to secure this stability that I'm creating for myself, I remember I was telling somebody yesterday, I was like, I'm extremely serious about myself. I can't expect people who are not even extremely serious about themselves to be extremely serious about me, because you're not even doing it for you. You're not even serious about you. So how you gonna be serious about me, right? So I have to take that into consideration. So do you. How serious are you about yourself? How serious are you about the stability that you're building? Because like I said, I know I got some hot heads on here that like to move real fast. Y'all be moving real fast, trying to play Plinko and shit, trying to gamble on an empty stomach. Chill out. Yeah, you're definitely getting prepared for your next phase. Think of it like that. Some of y'all are very doubtful. Like, I feel some of y'all like pushing what I'm saying away, like, and I'm gonna put it to you simple, like, For example, when you go to sleep tonight, it's going to change from sunny to dark. When you go to sleep tonight, it's going to change from June 29th to June 30th. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about change is inevitable. Like, even in the smallest ways, it's like some of y'all are just doubting the situation. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I can feel that. And if I can feel that, I know God can feel that. I know your blessing can feel that. You know what I'm saying? I know your stability can feel that. Like that, it's like a block. You know what I'm saying? An energetic block created by your doubt. You know what I'm saying? You're not shielding yourself. You're not protecting yourself. The trust issues are not saving you this time. They're not. They're just giving you problems. Yeah, it's definitely preparing for the next phase of your journey. Like, you have no idea. Like, you don't see what's coming next. And that's the gag. Like, even if you do see what's coming next, I promise you, because things change. Like, I tell people like this. Tarot is contingent, right? Because people and things can go outside of what's supposed to happen. So it's like, oh, this was supposed to happen and that was supposed to happen, but it didn't. And so the tarot, it's not real and all of this. It's like, no, I'm reading the current energy of the situation. Okay? So that doesn't mean that even tomorrow, even 5 minutes from now, that something else different can happen outside of this reading that I gave, for better or worse. And that's the risk that you take with tarot. At the end of the day. That's why I like astrology, because astrology, with astrology, sometimes it's harder to be exact. Like tarot can get exact. You know what I'm saying? Astrology is a bit more, well, you can get exact, but like you just have to know exactly what you're doing. But astrology is more like it's gonna happen. It's just about the way that it's gonna happen. So for example, if Venus is going into Leo tomorrow, okay, Venus is absolutely going into Leo, period. Like, no question about it. Like, there's no wiggle room. But how Venus in Leo is going to play out, that's what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So that's why tarot and astrology can kind of accompany each other in that way, because you can get more details with tarot, but like I said, things are just constantly changing. People want, honestly, they want a 100% correct prediction technique, but you know, nothing is perfect. Nothing is 100%, you know. And I think that's a hard reality for some people, because like, especially in today's age, you know what I'm saying, where like we're working with digital technology and stuff, you want something that is like precise, no mess ups, no accidents. You can't fuck up. That is not, like, everything is like, what? Like, nothing is 100%, you know. Nothing is perfect. And so if that's what you're looking for, you are going to disappoint yourself every single time. Seriously. But yeah, so it's kind of like you're falling for, that's why I was saying you gotta clear your mental space. Oh, it's like you're falling for the mental trick. And maybe that is the next phase of your journey, is not falling for mental tricks while you have this stability. And so maybe that's why it's being delayed, is so that you can make sure that you are stable, and that ultimately you know how to control your mental state and your stability before your next journey comes into play. Yeah, because the only reason you've been getting thrown off your square is because of like this mental energy. Like I find myself like just like quote unquote snapping out of it and being like, oh wait, nothing's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh wait, you know, that's just my personal story. But it's like, sometimes like you can get so caught up in the idea that something is wrong, and you just kind of have to like snap out of it. Like I said, this is really like you are like I said, just like mentally tricking yourself, or like I said, being mentally tricked into thinking that something is wrong. And like I said, not to make it seem like, because going back to the beginning of the reading, not to make it seem like you're not feeling how you're feeling, like you're not trapped in this sand. You know what I'm saying? That's valid, but it's about the way that you're dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, ultimately that's just to prepare you for the next phase of your journey. Because you're not going to handle this journey well if you are like allowing confusion into your circle. If you're like allowing lies and deceit and just mess, just general mess. But yeah, definitely about working on those trust issues, but specifically your trust issues with the Creator. Because I mean, like, people, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you gotta have a relationship with God, like how you have with like that closest person in your life. Like, oh, I know I can depend on this person. I know if I call this person, they're gonna pick up. I know if I say I need something, they got me. You gotta think of God like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, ultimately at the end of the day, that's what's blocking your bag. Is because you don't trust. You're not sitting in that trust. You're not like I said, high priestess, especially when it's in the reverse. It's like, I remember, I'll tell you the story that I got that from. It's from the Hoodoo Tarot deck. The high priestess in that deck, basically, it shows like a story of a girl who's like sitting in the attic. She might have been trapped in the attic, and like I think it was like storming or something, and like she was like completely peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And I think she had to sit in that attic for like 7 days or something. Like I said, it was just a hoodoo story. I'm just going off the top of my head. But she was sitting in that attic, and she obviously needed help, but there was not much she could do. And so she literally just had to sit there, you know what I'm saying, for 7 days until God came, you know what I'm saying? But the message is God did come and God will come, but you cannot be sitting there like, oh my God, like it's not happening, it's not going to work, God is not going to come. Because in the process, like I said, not necessarily that you're going to ruin anything, but you are not going to be able to handle this chaos that is going to come at you when God gives you this stability. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, for example, like, if God gives you this stability and then, like, something comes in to try to tear it up, right? Okay, what's going to happen? Your instability is going to make you tear it up. You're not going to be able to handle it, So make sure that you get prepared in this season. It's a season of preparation. Oh my gosh, I sound like one of them I sound like one of them Christian preachers. This is a season of preparation. I am Jesus. I just feel like you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. And like I said, if you're one of these speed demons, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to slow down because that's not your thing. But you do need to have more trust in God, period. Especially with how you moving. Especially fast moving shit. You gotta trust. You gotta be confident, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why people gotta slow down, is because like shit be moving too fast. You know what I'm saying? Too much be happening at once. But you gotta be centered. You gotta be focused. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Just get ready to handle this next phase. It won't be too hard for you as long as you keep your peace, because that peace is going to keep you from slipping into that emotional funk. You know what I'm saying? That makes you feel like you're drowning in quicksand. That makes you feel like you're trapped to time. And like I said, some of y'all just dealing with very minor delays. Very minor delays. Like small delays. Okay? So, it's crucial that you take yourself serious. Don't play around with your peace right now. Get ready for this next journey. Love you. See you soon.